All right. Hello, everyone. I'm really excited today. I'm here with Renee Sullivan, and we're going to continue our list building series. So, yesterday we talked about why you need a list, and today we're going to talk about how to work with that list. So, without further ado,
Go for it, Christian.
here we go. So you must build strong relationships if you want to sell to your list. Okay. So basically, you don't want to be a robot and send off canned messages all the time. You really need to build a relationship, share yourself with people, let them know who you are, like we're doing today, right, Renee?
Yep, absolutely. I mean, they need to know that you're a real person and you actually have a life. So that's how you build that relationship.
And that's why I don't, I tell everybody, hey, I have a full-time job during the day, Monday to Friday. Yeah, I'm building a business, but we all start somewhere. So,
Yep. And it's totally good to do that.
so that brings us to the next bullet, which is having a good relationship. Of course, that will significantly increase your conversion rates from the emails that you're sending out. So it all goes together.
Okay. So what that means when we're talking about increasing conversion rates, that means when that person has put in their name and or email, they've actually conversion means they've actually signed up with you with whatever offer that you have. So they've opened up the emails, they're clicking on your links, and they've actually joined you. And that good relationships comes from what you're putting in that email to get them to do that.
That's an excellent point. I'm glad you brought that one up.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, here's a good one. I really like this one. You need to balance your content and sales messages. Okay, so you don't want to hit them every day and say, hey, buy this, buy this, buy. Give them some valuable content, things that they can use, offer value. Right, Renee?
Yes, exactly. And some examples of that is, you can in the same email, talk about a webinar you're doing or do your sales presentation. But also, what I do often is I also have another link that's to something very generic that anyone in any business can use. Like the other day we did, connecting your YouTube to Twitter. Those are ways that people can say, oh, wow, this person's, sharing something that I can use, even if I'm not quite ready to join. This person knows something, and that just builds up that relationship.
And that was an excellent tip. When I saw it, I was like, wow, what a great, I got to put that in mine. I
Yeah.
didn't think about it, so it's really good. Okay, yeah, building a better relationship with handwritten messages. So what we mean here is you have autoresponders and they have their place to automate your system so that you can constantly, send emails out to your prospects so that they can learn about your business and, build that rapport. But when you make a handwritten email every single day, let's say it's Christmas, okay? You write something about Christmas, or it shows you exactly that, that you're real, okay?
Yep.
You're not just sending out canned messages every.
Exactly. And you're also, you might even include a picture. Like say, what this does for you is it allows you the lifestyle so that you can go to, your kid's concert. And you talk about going to your kid's concert, that's just more and more you're building, a relationship with people who actually have families, and that, they want to do more things with their family and not have to worry about, going to work or whatever, or being late for work because they or not being able to attend that concert.
I think that goes back to keeping it real
Yep.
because you, you don't start out being successful with a huge list, so I think it's really important.
Yep.
And exactly what we're saying, preloaded messages have their uses, and we talked a little bit about that. It helps in your automation to have preloaded messages. Oh yeah, you want to establish yourself as an expert to your list. And it's really about your attitude, about how you're writing and how you're talking to your list. You don't want to say, well, I saw this today and I think this is a good way to do it. Let's put this out.
No,
No, you're an
no,
expert, okay? You
no.
have to show them you're an expert. And if you don't know something, you need to research it and become the expert, right?
Yeah. And here's the thing. You could have started that day, but you know what? You do know more than that person who hasn't started yet. Because you have the tools, and you have, if you have a good team and you have good leadership, you already are one step ahead of that person. So to that person, you are the expert. So have that posture and confidence that you do.
Excellent. Now, always be professional with your subscribers. So I haven't really had this happen to me where I've had some negative emails come back yet, but I think, Renee, you could talk to that a little
Oh, yes.
bit.
Yes, I get hate emails and things like that, and people swearing at me, people telling me I'm out of touch, people telling me I'm a scam artist, and you know what? Many times they just want to lash out, and it's not necessarily you. They've either been burned by the industry, they've who knows what's going on in their life. You're not in their shoes, they're not in yours, so you don't really know. So when you treat them professionally, they're probably not going to read any more emails. They're probably going to swear at you. So just unsubscribe them, or if it appears that they, might be willing to listen, you can say, I'm sorry you feel that way, and respond, appropriately, and say, I'm not, not out of touch. I'm not a scam artist. If you really want to get to know me, watch the videos, or keep, but it really depends on the person. But yes, it happens. There's a saying, when you start getting hate mail, it means you started to make it a little bit.
I'm still working on it.
That's okay. Hopefully you don't get hate mail, but
yeah.
Inevitably it's going to happen. And it's just a matter of, you kind of have to brush it off. It's not about you. It's about that other person.
You know what? There's a lot of positive things that go on when you do this kind of business, and it far outweighs that. So
absolutely, I agree, Christian.
So in case you haven't met Lucky yet, he just jumped on my lap. So he's going to continue with it.
Again, we love cat cameos. So.
All right. Yeah, don't sweat about unsubscribes. If someone doesn't like something, or they just aren't interested anymore, they unsubscribe. No big deal, because you're adding people every day to your list. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it.
Focus on the ones who are actually opening the emails, responding, and giving you really good feedback. The unsubscribes mean nothing. Just means they're not ready.
Don't jump on board every bandwagon and email your list to death. So what we're saying here is, check out the products or services that you're offering your list. Make sure it has value. Make sure it's decent. You don't want to send people garbage, all right? We get enough garbage in our emails every day. I personally get 500 messages a day, okay? 90% of it is garbage. And, so who wants that, right? So make sure you evaluate first.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, this goes back to, putting some personality into it, using canned emails for promoting. And so basically you want to, it just goes back to what we talked about before, make it a little personal for them.
Yep.
Now, I know Renee has personality. I'm still working on it. So
you have a personality.
Oh, thanks. So I think you guys get the point. Just talk about yourself, share a little bit, and have a cat or two. Yep.
And don't try to be something that you're not. I call myself an enthusiastic, entrepreneur, because I am enthusiastic. I'm a very high energy, very, positive type person. If you're more low key, be low key, be who you are, but, and let that show in all of your emails and or your videos, or whatever you're going to put in your list.
I think this is kind of cool because when I'm on my 9 to 5 Monday to Friday job, I can't really be myself entirely, because if I did, people would complain about sound and noise, and sometimes I just want to sing or hum, or I can't do that. So having your own business gives you choices. So
Yeah, I actually sing and hum at work. I work part-time myself, and there's always music playing in the background because I work at a credit union. So,
yeah.
so you know, and when people come in, I'm the receptionist. I'm the first person they see. They like seeing a happy, friendly face. So if I'm like dancing in my chair, that just makes it even more pleasant of an experience for the person coming. So it's okay to be yourself, and just let that show.
Nice. All right. So, okay, what we're talking about here, training them on what to expect from email. So basically, if you're sending your list every single day, you're just sending personal messages every day, and you're not talking about your products and services that you offer. 10 days go by, and all of a sudden, you send them an offer to buy one of your products or look at one of your services, and they don't know where you're coming from. So they've learned to expect a certain type of communication, a certain type of, and when you change that, they may get upset. Okay.
Or confused.
Or confused. So you want to make sure you let them know what to expect. They subscribed, and you're sending them emails. So,
Yeah, and it's important in your calls to action that you say, so if you have a video that you want to show, or, say, watch this video and, give me your feedback, so that they know what to do. The more you take them through step by step what they need to do, the better it is for them. Their experience is better and they're less confused.
that brings up a good point. Put in your email, contact me through Facebook, or call me or text me. I'm out here. You can reach out, so. All right. And that's what we just talked about. Same thing.
You just said it.
I just said it. All right. Yeah. And this is all falls within the same idea.
Yep.
Balance information with hard sales. So you do want to mix it up. That's what we like to do. That's what Renee does. That's what I like to do. Give them things of value. This tutorial, it's valuable, so
Yep.
I give it out. So my cat jumped off. Yeah, again, constant selling will put off subscribers. It's all the same concept. Okay, use their name within the list. It impresses them, particularly outside of instant messaging. So we use marketing systems. Renee uses one, I use one, and they all pretty much have the same feature where you can put their name within the email. I won't go into details on how to set it up.
No.
But basically, when people sign up, they give you their first name usually, and their email address, whatever you're collecting, and you can use that in your emails when you send out. And you're not sitting there typing in 5,000 emails. The software does it for you, right? The marketing software. So, but they don't know that, okay? Your prospects don't know that it's that easy. Every single person that's getting your email feels like, it's personalized, and that's how you have to look at it. Personalize it, look right at them, and you're writing right to them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. The only thing I want to add to that is if you don't ask for that person's name and you only ask for email, don't do that. Okay. Because it'll say, hello, subscriber. That's not personal. Okay?
Right. That's true.
And when I used to do that, instead of putting their name, I would say Renee Sullivan here, so that they would at least remember my name. And I still do that in my emails. I usually say Renee Sullivan here to remind them of who I am. Not that I feel like I'm this all-important person or anything, but many times they forget who that person is who's sending the email. So I did want to caution people, if you're not using the name feature in your opt-in page, don't do that. Okay. Don't put their name in it.
And that's a really good point. And I have my own rule to collect at least the first name and email address. So it works for me, and each of you have to decide how to do that. So, and okay, yeah, the subject line needs to be intriguing. It needs to intrigue them enough so that they open it. But you don't want to lie. You don't want to put out false claims. There's so much junk out there and so many false claims. It just,
Yep,
it's
I agree.
ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody who gets emails knows what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you're getting emails, you know exactly what this is. Things with money claims and stuff that's not true, or so out of touch. You just want to make it just
Real.
enough that it really piques their curiosity, because if your title isn't something there that intrigues them, they're not going to open it anyways.
I mean, an example would be, how I made $2,000 in a month after 6 months. That's a true statement for some
Yep.
people, not me yet,
That's
but I'm
very
working.
believable.
So
Yep.
it's believable. And when they ask how, you can show them and
Then
tell
you
them
show
this is what
them.
I did,
Yep.
and it's real.
Hmm.
So don't lie, okay? It's no good. Oh, don't lie.
Don't lie. Yeah.
All right. So that's all the bullet points that we wanted to cover. And I'm really excited about this series. We've got more to come, but I just want to let everyone know you can reach out to us, ask questions. There's probably going to be a link or button down below that you can click on if you want to learn more about our business, what we do. And that's pretty much all I had. So, Renee?
No, I have nothing else to share other than, if you are getting this in an email from someone other than us, just reach out to that person always.
Exactly. All right, great. So have a great day then, and we'll see you on the next one.